Washington was seething with tension. Around midnight, a closed-door meeting between the U.S. President and Elon Musk was to take place at the White House. Officially, it was a discussion about the prospects for the development of artificial intelligence, the colonization of Mars, and possible state financing of his ambitious projects. But everyone knew that when Musk enters a room, it is impossible to predict the consequences. Musk arrived with a bang, in an electric-armored Cybertruck, which he himself was driving, and in the trunk, 2 boxes of gummy bears and a bottle of Tesla Tequila. The White House security guards looked at each other, but decided to remain silent. After all, they were in front of one of the most influential people in the world. During the meeting, Musk suddenly stood up, took the president's phone from the table and, without asking permission, began to enter some commands. "I'm just testing the level of cybersecurity," he explained, ignoring the surprised looks. It turned out that he accidentally, or not so much, sent a mysterious message to the official Twitter account of the U.S. president. "Starship is ready to launch. Are you ready?" Within a few minutes, social networks exploded. World agencies wondered if this was an announcement of a new space mission, or a hint of something more serious. And real chaos began in the White House. The White House is in panic. The president's advisors are scrambling, trying to understand what is happening. Military analysts are urgently checking whether this tweet is a code signal for some secret launch or even a military operation. CNN and Fox News journalists are already reporting urgent news. What is Elon Musk up to? And Musk himself? He calmly collapsed in a chair opposite the president, reached for a bottle of Tesla Tequila, poured himself some and winked at those present. "Oh, what is this, already on the air? Well, at least your Twitter account is faster than the voting system in Congress now." The president gritted his teeth. He tried to control himself, but the situation was getting out of hand. "Elon, that was completely irresponsible. You just made the Pentagon think we were launching something top secret." "Well, in a way it's true." Musk pulled his phone out of his pocket and showed a new render of Starship 2.0. "Look, if we add a couple more engines, we can actually land on Mars in 2 years. I just wanted to see if people were ready for it." At that moment, the office door flew open. The White House press secretary ran into the room, her face pale. "Mr. President, China and Russia just asked the UN what your tweet meant. They suspect it's a hint of some secret military operation." The president turned his gaze to Musk. Musk was calmly munching on a gummy bear as if it were a normal Friday night. "Elon, tell me one thing. What the hell did you do?" "Well," Musk paused, looking up at the ceiling theatrically. "Because it was fun?" The president covered his face with his hands. Meanwhile, Musk's phone rang. It was Grimes, who had already started joking about the new era of chaotic launches on TikTok Live. Reporters were already on duty outside the White House window, and the hashtag Starship Ready was trending worldwide on social media. And it was only 2 in the morning. The president sighed and picked up the phone. "Okay, Elon. You just started an international crisis with a stupid tweet. Now tell me how we're going to fix it." "Fix it?" Musk made a thoughtful face. "What if we don't fix it, but play it on?" The president almost spilled his coffee cup. "What does play it on mean?" "Look," Musk raised his hands, as if explaining to a child, "the world is in a panic right now. Everyone thinks this is some kind of hint at a secret mission. What if we say that this is really a mission, but a diplomatic one?" The president narrowed his eyes skeptically. "Go on." "We're announcing that this is not a military threat, but a space peace summit. Like, we're gathering all the leaders in my Starship and flying to Earth's orbit to discuss the future. We distract attention, and I get free PR for SpaceX. Win-win." The press secretary looked at the president. "That sounds crazy." The president ran his hand over his face. "Okay. Let's go the other way. You'll write a tweet saying it was a joke. A joke? Musk looked offended. No way. This is a real social experiment. By the way, do you know how many people have followed my Twitter in the last 20 minutes? 2.3 million. The president was already beginning to regret inviting Musk in the first place. But at that moment it got even worse. The door opened again, and the head of the National Security Service ran into the office. Mr. President. China just announced an emergency launch of its reconnaissance satellite. They think we're up to something. The president slowly turned his head to Musk. Musk was chewing on his gummy bear again. Well, Musk smiled, now we definitely have interplanetary-level negotiations. The president slammed his fist on the table. Elon, damn it. China is already preparing a satellite, Russia is panicking, and here you are chewing bears. Musk, despite the tension, calmly washed down his marmalade with tequila. Relax, friend. Everything is under control. Under control? The president grabbed the phone and pointed at the screen. Look at the news headlines. CNN, the US is preparing a secret launch? Fox News, is Musk already running the White House? The Guardian, China has raised its combat readiness after Elon Musk's strange tweet. The president raised his head. You. Delete. This. Tweet. Now. Musk frowned like a schoolboy who is being forced to apologize. Okay. But can I add a joke before deleting? Something like, calm down, this is just the launch of my new perfume, Martian Pete? No. Okay. Musk picked up his phone and started typing. Relax, folks. Starship is ready to launch, but only in your imagination. No secret missions. Just yet. The president's phone rang. It was the Secretary of State. What's going on? The Chinese want an explanation, the Russians just said they were at critical readiness, and Iran just said it was preparing for a nuclear strike? The president was speechless. Elon. You just accidentally started World War III. Musk thought about it. Well, that's not the worst marketing move for SpaceX. The president clenched his fists. If we don't get this sorted out now, you'll be launching rockets from your prison cell instead of Mars. Elon smiled. Well, it's time to activate Plan B. The president pressed his fingers to his temples, trying not to explode. Elon. I don't even want to ask what Plan B is. But if it doesn't stop the crisis, I will personally send you not to Mars, but to Guantanamo. Musk laughed and took out his phone. Temptation, Mr. President. I've already decided everything. What have you created again? Musk pressed the play button on the recorded video. Video camera, hello, humanity. This is Elon Musk. The last tweet caused a lot of panic, but in fact it was a unique marketing experiment. I tested how quickly the world reacts to informational inputs. Conclusion, too fast. So don't worry, we are just preparing the launch of a new Tesla Roadster with autopilot that works even in space. Rocket smiling face with sunglasses. The president and his advisors froze. You just said it was an experiment? Yeah. People love that. In an hour, everyone will forget about the crisis and be talking about autopilot in space. The president looked at the press secretary in shock. This could work? She quickly checked Twitter. Damn it. He did it again. The news exploded. Musk explained, it was an information test. Tesla Roadster in space? How will it work? A brilliant marketing move or a dangerous trick? Meanwhile, China lowered the alarm level, Russia issued a no-comment statement, and Iran simply decided not to interfere anymore. The president rubbed his face. Musk, you do this again, and I will personally turn off your internet. Elon smiled. The main thing is not to turn off Starlink. Journalists began to gather outside the window. The scandal was officially closed. But the world will definitely not forget for a long time how one tweet from Musk almost started World War III. The president drank a glass of water in one gulp. Elon, if you do something like this again, I will personally send you to Mars without a spacesuit. The main thing is that there is Wi-Fi, Musk winked. Journalists were already gathering outside the White House door, ready for an official statement. Musk, as if nothing had happened, straightened his jacket and pulled out his phone. The conclusion from this story: the world is too serious. Relax, people. And buy yourself a Tesla. The president put his head on the table. I will never invite him here again. The press secretary quickly glanced at the statistics on Twitter. Oh my God. Tesla has increased in price by 12% in the last hour. I think I should come here more often. Musk opened another box of marmalade with a smile. Outside the window, cameras recorded his exit from the White House. The paparazzi were screaming, the journalists were trying to understand what it was all about. Mr. Musk, why did you decide to make such a big joke? Because I can, he replied, and, getting into his Cybertruck, drove off into the night. And the next morning, all the news was talking about one thing: Elon Musk has changed the rules of the game again.